The Guinness Books of World Records hold the record for being the book most often stolen from public libraries. Are you getting my point? The Guinness Books of World Record is a famous book, you know. This book has a record for being the book most often stolen from the public libraries. Across the world, a book which is stolen most is the book known as the Guinness Books of World Record. What a record it is. There is a place in Iceland where green fields, yellow river, black beach and blue sea meets. Gift of the nature. Green fields, yellow river, black beach and blue sea. Can you imagine certain things? But the God has created such a situations which are absolutely impossible to believe. And this is a real place in Iceland. There is a place called Ethiopia where 13 months are there in a year. Their current year is still 2014. And they celebrate New Year's on September 11th. The world has 422 trees for every person. Listen carefully. The world has 422 trees for every person. India has just 28 trees per person. China has 130. USA 699. Russia 4,826. Singapore and Saudi Arabia has less than 1 tree per acre. Can you believe it? Listen carefully. I repeat. The world has globe across the globe. The world has 42 trees for every person. India has just 28 trees per person. China has 130, USA 699, Russia 4,826. Singapore and Saudi Arabia has less than 1 tree per acre. And I tell you an interesting example of persuasion. A man from India started planting trees when he was 16 years. And he is now 47 years. Lives in his own forest with rhinos, tigers and elephants. Means at the age of 16, he started planting trees. And today, when he is 47 plus, he is living in his own forest. And in that forest, rhinos, tigers and elephants are available. One man can see this kind of wonders. What will you call it? Extraordinary success it is. You cannot even plan to achieve such kind of success. Maybe that man has saw the dream. He started working. He gave a gift to the nature, to the human being, to the animal, to the environment. Alone. She is special. A mind-blowing fact is, if you leave Earth at the age of 15 in a spaceship, at the speed of light and spend 5 years in space, when you get back on Earth, you will be 20 years old. But all of your friends who were 15 when you left will be 65 years old at that time. Not clear? I repeat. If we leave Earth at the age of 15 in spaceship, at a speed of light and spend 5 years in space, when you get back on Earth, you will be 20 years old only. But all of your friends who were 15 years when you left, means similar of your age, will be 65 years old at that time. There is the difference of living in space, spending 5 years in space. So 15 plus 5, that man was only 20. But 5 years of space means the difference of 40 years to a person who is living on the earth. 8 times difference. There's a person, John Carpenter, who was participating in the game called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The version of that game is in India also, called Manega Karopati. He was participating in that game. So he was the first guy to win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, used none of his lifelines until the final question. When he called his dad, during the call, he told his dad he didn't need any help on the final question. But he just wanted to tell you or let him know that he was about to win $10 lakh, $1 million. He was so confident because he was knowing the answer. And he is the first guy to win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire without using any lifeline until the final question. He took the call only to talk to his dad, to tell him, I don't want your help. This call is just to tell you that I am going to win 10 lakh, $1 million. When you are on a mission, your efforts are extraordinary. You have heard the name of Usain Bolt? He ran for less than 115 seconds in total in his Olympic and made $119 million. That is more than $1 million for each second he ran. I repeat, Usain Bolt ran for less than 115 seconds in total in his Olympic and made $119 million. That is more than $1 million for each second he ran. But for those 115 seconds, he trained himself for 20 plus years. That is called investment. The goal is to be rich. There is no need to look rich, but the goal must be rich. There could be a wonderful transformation. Do you remember Bollywood actress Mayuri Kango from the movie Papa Kehte? She has been appointed as head of industry, agency partnership in Google India. Head of industry, agency partnerships in Google India. And she was a Bollywood actress, Mayuri Kango. She acted in the film Papa Kehte. But when she transformed herself, she was appointed as a head of industry, agency partnership in Google. You must have heard the name of Hima Das. a girl from India, from the rural area. She didn't have enough money to buy shoes to run. Such a poor was the girl. Now got a shoe of her name printed on one of the world's biggest sport brand, Adidas. Got a shoe of her name printed on one of the world's biggest sports brand, Adidas. They are selling the shoes in her name, Adidas. This is called branding. You know Mr. Jackie Chan? A Chinese actor. Most successful actor. Jackie Chan has donated the entire fortune to charity when he dies and left his son nothing. He said if he is capable, he can make his own money. If he is not, then he will just be wasting my money. What has been? He earned the money with his hard work. He was the most successful actor. You must have heard the name of A.R. Rahman. In 2017, this music master was offered honorary Canadian citizenship by a Canadian mayor. Honorary Canadian citizenship by a Canadian mayor. But he politely refused by saying, I am well settled and happy in Tamil Nadu, India with my family, friends and the people there. Salute his music and his thinking. This is called patriotism. This is a national spirit. In India, there is a policeman who finds another policeman who was riding without a helmet. He imposed fine on him. Policeman fined another policeman who was riding without a helmet. He said, law should be the same for everyone. Salute such a person. Well done. If you search how to suicide on Google, it will take you to a page which shows the suicide prevention helpline. As the Google thinks you are about to commit suicide. This is the strategy of the Google. If you are searching how to suicide on Google, it will take you to a page which shows the suicide prevention helpline. Because Google will think that you are going to commit suicide. It will say. There is an Indian called Manu Prakash. He is a biologist. He came up with a breakthrough invention. He made a microscope with paper cardboard, which cost only $500. This will help rural area people to check malaria and other blood samples by themselves. This is called science, development and engineering. Manu Prakash, biologist. What a breakthrough invention. Microscope with paper cardboard, which cost only $500. And what work it will do? It will check malaria, blood samples of anything. But Mr. Amitabh Bachchan was rejected by All India Radio. You are not frustrated. You are not dissatisfied. He continued with them and he created history in Israel. There are a lot of famous failures also. Albert Einstein was not able to speak until he was almost 4 years. And his teacher said he would never be able to speak. Walt Disney fired from a new speaker for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. The Beatles were rejected by Decca Recording Studio. That said, we don't like their sound. They have no future in music. Oprah Winfrey was demoted from her job as a new anchor because she was not for television. If you have never failed, you have never tried anything new. Barack Obama used to carry the bags on his back in his child. You are not aware he is going to become the president of the greatest democracy of the world. Once upon a time in India, a ticket of Diwar film in 1975 in AC. The cost was only 3 rupees. Galaxy Mumbai. Time passes, cost increases. But that doesn't mean things remain the same over a period of time. A baker made a cake. Bolivian chef who won the prize for the most beautiful cake in the world. And you know what was the cake? He made a bride of cake. And people were not able to identify that she is a bride. The bride was a cake, but she was made of cake. That was the amazing thing. There is a person called Mallikarjun. He is an auto driver in Canada. He has been providing free 24/7 transport services to pregnant women who need to get to a hospital. He has been providing this service for the last 5 years, and this free service has helped more than 100 women. India needs more people like him, another real life. He is providing free service. He is only an auto driver. Psychology says the students who have no future plans end up being successful and rich in the future. You know, Tokyo is the city has the most millionaires in the world. London has the most multi-millionaires. And New York has the most multi-billionaires. Can you imagine? Tokyo is the city with the most millionaires. Highest number of millionaires are in Tokyo. Highest number of multi-millionaires are in London. And highest number of multi-billionaires are in New York. Craze. You get a craze for anything. The longest moustache measures 4.29 meters, means 14 feet. And they belongs to Ram Singh Chauhan. He is a person from Rajasthan, India. His name is in the Gandhi Lok Sabha. Ratan Tata, 70 plus year old person, went down and took photograph with the entrance. The owner of the Tata Group went down with his employees. What a simplicity, what a humbleness, what an integrity. Robert Downey Jr. says, everybody says mistake is the first step of success. But the real fact is, correction of mistake is the first step of success. You have heard the name of Stephen Hawking. At the age of 21, he was diagnosed with ALS, a disease that shuts down the nerves. Eventually lost the ability to speak and move, defied all odds, and became a leading scientist. Stephen Hawking, physicist, he earned 20 billion. Bill Gates says, once a reporter asked him, why you hire most of the engineers from India and not from your own country? Bill Gates gave a wonderful reply. He said, if I stop hiring engineers from India, then there will be another Microsoft in India. Because there is no dearth of talent in India. They are so competent, they can set up another Microsoft. Mark Zuckerberg received his degree after becoming a billionaire. He proved that degree is not important to become successful. If you are giving $1,000 to a rich man, what will he do? In 1 year he will return with $1 lakh. If you give a poor man $1,000, what will he do? He will return with an iPhone. That is the difference of mentality. Rich man versus poor man. Sometimes, just because you are right, doesn't mean another person is wrong. If you see 6 from your angle, you will find it 6. But from just opposite angle, the another person who is looking at 6, you will find it 9. So you just haven't seen the life from the other side. There is a person in India, Bharat Jain. He is the richest beggar of India. He is living in Mumbai. He has total net worth of $7.5 crore, $1 million. He earns $75,000 per month through begging. He owns 2 BHK flat in Mumbai worth 1.2 crore. He owns 2 shops in Thane which rents rupees 30,000 per month. And he is still begging. Bharat Jain. Ratan Tata says, none can destroy iron, but its own rust. Okay. Likewise, none can destroy a person, but his own mindset. So the Kalam, Mr. Kalam said, past is a waste paper, present is a new paper, future is a question paper. So read and write carefully, otherwise life will be a tissue paper. If you are grinding yourself at this age, you will have a freedom throughout your life. Bill Gates says, I just sold my plant to 1,200 people. 900 said no. 300 people showed some interest. Only 85 actually did anything. 35 of those were serious. And 11 only made me a billionaire. Are you getting? These are the words of Bill Gates. He says, I just showed my plan to 1200 people, 900 said no, 300 people showed some interest, only 85 actually did anything, 35 of those were serious, but out of those 35 also, only 11 made me a billionaire. So don't depend upon the number. Number game is a matter of politics, not of success. If you build an army of 100 lions and their leader is a dog, in any fight the lions will die like a dog. But if you build an army of 100 dogs and their leader is a lion, all dogs will fight as a lion. This was the commitment of the Napoleon Bonaparte. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. But working hard for something we love is called passion. You know the power of books? Jagendra Rana. She became a billionaire by writing books. Jeff Bezos. He became a billionaire by selling books. Warren Buffett. He became a billionaire by reading books. So you never know by what way you are becoming billionaire. Sometimes you will find people who are wasting the time for hours together. They can frustrate you, but that is not life. Life is something which depends upon your own efforts, on your own mindset, on your hard work, and the target you have set for yourself. How you are making the strategy, how you are achieving it. So success differs person to person. There are plenty of ways to get success. Which method you are adopting for yourself is an important. Which way you are using your time is an important. Because everything depends upon your own state. That you. So success is something which differs person to person, method to method, field to field, ideology to ideology. Plenty of ways are there to get success. At any stage in the life you can be successful. But don't worry for success. One day you will succeed. If you are planning your target, your ambitions, your passions, your strategy, your confidence are running in the right direction, you will automatically get success. But without doing anything, if you are expecting for success, that is an impossibility. Then your success could be in some other sphere. Your competitor can snatch your success from you. Every second, every minute, every day counts a lot. Make the best use of them. Everywhere, across the globe. Plenty of fields are there. If you are not succeeded in one city, in one state, in one country, you can explore other avenues. If one gate is closed today for you, knock at another door. Repeated failures can also make you determined to achieve success. But don't give up. One day you will get success. Thank you very much.